Hello ladies, ScrapNnana here, and we're doing our Scrap Happens card segment. And basically what I'm going to do today for you with Scrap is these PML cards are literally the cards that are left over after I've made my workshop using the Holly and Ivy. And I thought, okay, what can we do with these? So what I'm going to do is pull out just a regular white card base, and I'm just going to start playing around a little bit with these. I like this pattern here. I think it's very pretty, and I think this one, of course, all these colors are going to look beautiful, looks nice on it. So what I'm going to do is this is going to be a little long for my card, so I'm going to trim this down from 6 to 5 1/4. Let me make sure I'm in the screen here. So I've trimmed that down from 6 to 5 1/4. So it now measures 4 by 5 1/4. Maybe I did 5 1/2. Let me see here. I did 5 1/2. I need 5 1/4. Do as I say, ladies, not as I do. So what that's going to do is allow this PML card to become a card front for this card with an even reveal all the way around. And so we'll go ahead and add that to our card. Okay. And then I think this is pretty as it is. I just love that. So I'm just going to pop this. It says Peace on Earth, so it already has a greeting on it. And I'm just going to eyeball that to the middle of the card. Now, that in itself makes a really pretty card. I don't know if I got that midway. That's why we have our trusty dusty little Versamat. I love this thing. So we'll just put that, eyeball that. I guess I need to make sure my card's right side up. I've done that a time or two before. So I'm just going to pop that right there to where I've got an even reveal. Okay. We need to go up just a touch. Okay. Anyway, eyeballing it is just as simple and a lot quicker, right? So anyway, that in itself makes a really pretty card. If you want to step it up a bit, just bring in some of our shimmer trim. This is our gold shimmer trim. And I would just run a bead. I'd lay that on. Yeah, I kind of like that. I'd run a little bead of shimmer trim. I'm not sure I want the whole thing. So what I might do is just, let's see here. Let's slide this underneath and see if we want a full 3/8 inch or a partial. I think I want a partial. So what I'm going to do is just lift this card up a little bit, slide that in to where it's just where I want, and then let me see if I brought any scissors back here. I didn't, but that's okay. I'm just going to tear this for now. I'll trim it in just a little bit, and then I'll do the same thing down below. And again, I'm just going to pop up the bottom here a little bit. Our shimmer trim has adhesive, so that makes it really nice and easy. I am going to cut the edge of this just so I have a straight edge on that one end. Let me show you too a little trick on the shimmer trim. Okay, let's say I cut off my shimmer trim, the little tail here, which I can pull the adhesive back yet with it. Let's say it's much easier just to trim it off, right? Let's say I wanted to trim this and, oh no, now I can't get it started, right? The way to do that is just to take a scrap piece of paper, put just a touch of adhesive on it, and then lay your shimmer trim down on it, and then you can lift up just on that, and look, it pulls that right away. So if you ever trim it off and you don't have a way to pull this off easily, just use a little of that adhesive. Okay, so all I'm going to do now is take another piece, and I could have, while I was cutting it, just cut it the length I needed it, but that would just be far too easy, right? So I will, I'm getting out of camera, aren't I? I'm just going to, it might have been easier just to trim it down, but I'm just going to tuck it under for now. Pull that up, slide it under to where I've got about the same reveal as what I have up above. And then I'll just come in and trim that off with my scissors. I'm going to tear it for right now. So if you can imagine that this ends at the same on both places, doesn't that make just a beautiful, simple, easy card? And then you can put any greeting you'd like on the inside. So there's one of our scrap cards for Christmas. So I'm going to pull out another card base. And I have to tell you, I love deer. I think these are just absolutely beautiful. And I thought they accented this piece really well. So what I am going to do is just put, I don't know, I can either put this in the middle. I'm just playing with this a little bit and put this on top. Actually, I kind of like setting it down like this and putting that above. So I think that's what we're going to do. And just so you know, I am just now starting to use our Mono Air. I just got this and I'm loving it. I'm anxious to see how I like it long term, but so far I love the way it flows. Okay, so I'm just putting this PML card as is without trimming it down along the bottom. And then I'm going to take the other PML card with the deer on it, and I am just going to layer that on top. I'm going to leave an even reveal on each side, but I can either bring this down low. I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to bring it down low, and then I think I'm just going to put some gold shimmer trim up along the top to make it pop. Ooh, I made a rhyme. Along the top to make it pop. I'm good. Okay, imagine that I have scissors and I have cut that perfectly. And the only thing I think I might still do on this card, and I didn't bring anything back with me, but I think I would layer this out on a piece of red cardstock, and that would really make that pop. And I actually might even put this up with some foam tape. So again, there's just a fun, simple idea using these PML cards. Again, I'm just tearing that because we're just playing here and I forgot to bring my scissors. Let's pull out another card base because when I saw this Joy, I really love this. And I thought, okay, what can we do with this? So we have Joy. We got joy, joy, joy. Anyway, I think this brown plaid accents that joy really nicely, but I want that above and below. So I think what I'm going to do is literally just pop this PML card in half, which would be 1.5. And that way I can kind of play with this a little bit. And decide how much of that I want revealed. Okay. I'm thinking I kind of like that look a little bit. Might pull it up just a touch. And then I think what I would like to do is either, again, bring in some gold ribbon. Oh yeah, I think I like that. Above and below. So this is what we're going to do. Let's go ahead. And this is where it's really handy again to have your Versamat. And what I'm going to do is just put adhesive just on the long ends of my Joy. Okay. And then I am literally just going to lay this piece on my Versamat at a segment like this is a full inch line. And what I'm going to do, I think I'm going to overlap this a 1/2 inch. Okay, so that is a 1/2 inch overlap, so I know about what I have above, and then I'll do the same thing here. Just lay that down, come over a 1/2 inch, and pop that on. So there, by doing that, I have somewhat of an even reveal above and below. And so then what I can do is just place this on my card. Now, as you can see, I don't have that even reveal that I like so much. So I think what I'm going to do, I've changed my mind. I think what I'm going to do here, see, that's what's fun about this is you can just do whatever you want. What I'm going to do is just put this paper, these ends that I cut directly down onto my card at the very top and the very bottom, and that way I can get an idea on the reveal, okay? And then what I'm going to do is simply put this in the middle. Now by doing that, I have a little more of that plaid showing than what I had hoped, but that would be the perfect place to bring in your gold shimmer trim. And I think that would just make this card pop. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put some right here. I'm going to keep it a little long, and I'm going to come trim these up. And what I'll do, ladies, is I will post a picture to the blog once I've trimmed these up, and let you know what greetings I put on the inside. Okay, so there we go. So again, I've got some long tails I'm going to trim up, but just by using these PML cards, I was able to create some really pretty cards. And these are the 2 PML cards I have left. Let's see what we can do with those. I have a red side. Ooh, I wonder if that red would work on this card. We wanted a little pop of red. Now they're the same size, but what do you think of that? I don't know. I'm going to have to live with that for a minute. I'll post a picture and let you know whether I decide to go with that or whether I go in with a solid red frame. So with that said, this is the last one we have. I think what I would do with this, and I do love deer, so that's not the issue, but I want to show you that this doesn't have to be a deer card. So what I'm going to do is trim this one down. Now I want to be really careful here because I want to keep as much of these ends as I can. So what I'm going to do, I know this is a 6-inch card. I'm going to cut that right down the middle, okay? And then I'm going to piggyback them because I want to trim out where the deer is, not this end down here. Not that I don't like the deer. You may want to use it. I just thought it might be fun to show you how you can use this without using the deer. So what we're going to do here is we are going to take, this is 6 inches. We need to take it down to 5 1/4. So we got to do some math there. We need to take 3/4 of an inch off, but I'm doubling that up. So wow, now I have to really do that upper level math. I'm not even going to go there. I'm going to take, I'm just going to take 3/4 of an inch off in general. That's going to cut out, that's actually taken 1.5 inches out of the middle, but that's okay. Because I wanted to take the deer out of the situation anyway. And then what I'm going to do is, again, I'm going to put this above and below. And what I'm going to do on this, and I don't specifically have anything here to do this with, but I'll show up my cards. What I'm going to do is come up with a greeting, put it along the middle, and the only thing you're going to see revealed is this. So anyway, there's just a fun video on how I did some PML cards and made 4 cards just out of my leftovers. They don't look really gussy now because I need to trim them up, but I will post a picture on our party and let you know what I did to complete these out. Ladies, thank you so much for joining in on our Scrap Happens card segment. Have a wonderful day.